Hey guys, it's Rainbow Pagan, and we have started the Welsh Pantheon. We are going to start with the gods. First of all, real quick, I want to say I am sorry if my voice sounds a little weird today. I'm kind of sick. I have the cold and my throat's sore and all that stuff. Wonderful head cold. Anyhow, I just want to do this video because I know you guys have been waiting. Anyhow, let's get started. This is god Arawen. He is known as the king of the Underworld. And here is, as usual, his titles, alternative names and spellings, and his symbols. And at the end of these videos, you will have a credit, since videos are able to be longer now on YouTube, of the music that was used, and also the music will be listed and everything in the descriptions. So please don't forget to read the descriptions, okay? And here we go with God Arawen.
Within my grove once I stole, courting sleep profound and still. Day began to squint and yawn, a dream upon the brow of morn. Greyhounds, loping at my side, stalking down a woodland ride. I saw a mansion, no mean hut, unleashed my hounds, let them hunt. And through the wood echoed sounds, hot for blood my baying hounds. Flushed with chasing, soon I saw a white doe dash the forest floor, on her trail in hot pursuit my hounds. I followed in a sweat. She shot across a wooded ridge along two spurs. With lusty rage my hounds chased her back again, stag swift, snapping in her train, when at once she turned and came as if for mercy, quaking, tame. Her naked nostrils brushed my arm, and I awoke as by a charm. A witch I sought, to say sooth, for I was thirsty now for truth, bidding her by second sight explain the portents of the night. Wise woman, spin your spell.
Hey guys, now let's start God Arawen. I'm sorry, it's really hard for me to pronounce his name. Before I start, I want to say this is the first time that I'll be working with the Celtics. I really am not really that familiar with the Celtic gods and goddesses, so please bear with me. I'm going to start off by reading what they're god of, and then I will read the story. There was a short story that I will be reading, which is in the description, so it may not be as good as my Greek and Egyptian, because I don't know the history as well. Anyhow, the poem that you guys just heard is by, listed in the description as well, by Gillis Conrad Wetson. I'm sorry if I can't pronounce his name right, and there's a link to the poem in the description as well. And he made that poem just for God Arawen. So it's a pretty good poem. God Arawen, as you heard in the poem, really loves his animals. He loves his hounds. He is popular for his hounds, the hounds of hell. Anyhow, he is god of the Underworld. Death. And his sacred animals are hounds, pigs. And his sacred colors is red and black. I hope you liked how I'm going to be doing this with the Welsh. As you saw, the Welsh colors were there, with a dragon in the background there. And since the Welsh have a dragon on their flag, and the dragons are very kind of worshipped and followed very good among the not only the Celtic gods and goddesses, but the Welsh people themselves. Um, anyhow, his element is earth. The Sabbath is Samhain. Samhain. For some of my pagan friends to get a little effy with that. And Samhain is going to be the one that you want to practice the most with him if you follow him, because Samhain is when he's going to be most powerful. And also of his element earth that I read, because I did do a little research on all these. Associated planet is Saturn. And again, that's if you follow the calendars and stuff. There's some websites that you can see what day is most powerful to work with and planet and all that. And that time of day would be when the moon's aligned with Saturn. And his representations is death and justice. His herbs and essence, such as when I say herbs and stuff, is going to cover gems and herbs and stuff like that. So they are jasper and water mint. His mother is unknown. His father is unknown. He had no lover or husband, or wife that I know of. He had no children that I know of. And the story behind God Unrun's story is he fought in the Battle of the Trees with Blaine against Amethynnon and Gaudinon. Sorry with the pronunciation of these. Again, it will be in the description. Arawen, like most otherworld gods, was a master hunter who rode a pale horse and rode with a pack of white hounds with red ears. The evident purpose of the hunt was to gather souls for the otherworld. If the quarry was not smart enough to evade the chase, Arawen possessed a magical cauldron of reincarnation. Later captured by King Arthur, he bestowed on Parallel the title Pen Annwn for his assistance and loyalty in time of need. That is a short story of him. I hope you didn't mind me reading that. Again, like I said, I'm not really familiar with the Celtics. Again, just so let's clarify here. Let's go over some stuff. God Annwn, sorry. A lot of people probably will say, again, when they see the Underworld and what he's got of death, people automatically assume that it's negative, when it is not negative at all. If we did not have an Underworld, we do not think of it as hell. Like, anyhow, I did say King of Hell. I personally think that the Christians probably stole that meaning to mean it something else, which is not unusual, and I'm not trying to bash on if you are Christian watching this, but a lot of religions steal each other's information. And the Underworld is basically a place where souls are sorted out, where they're going to be reincarnated and stuff like that. And death, if we didn't have death, death is a part of life. We're going to accept death as life. So that's mainly all I had to say on God Annwn. I hope you enjoyed this edition of God Annwn. There are more to come. And may the gods and goddesses be with you.